Stop overpaying. Brainy Buyer's head-to-head comparison mean you save. Like what you see? Subscribe and fund the fight for honest reviews.
Stuck choosing between the Sony 28-70mm and the Nikon 70-300mm zoom lens? It's a classic dilemma. Both promise to bring distant subjects closer, but they cater to different needs.
The Sony 28-70mm FE OSS lens is a renewed model, right? It looks incredibly compact in the images. Is it really as lightweight as it seems?
Absolutely. At just 1 pound, it's surprisingly light. Imagine walking around all day shooting landscapes and portraits without feeling weighed down. Plus, it has that optical steady shot, which is a lifesaver for handheld shooting.
The Nikon 70-300mm DXAFP, also a renewed lens, has a more substantial look. Does that translate to better build quality for tougher conditions?
That's the impression it gives, definitely. But let's dig into what makes each lens shine. The Sony 28-70mm range is super versatile. 28mm is wide enough for landscapes, and 70mm is great for portraits. The F3.5-5.6 aperture is decent for the price, and that image stabilization really helps in low light. Think sharp photos even without a tripod.
The Nikon 70-300mm, on the other hand, offers serious reach. We're talking about a 105 to 450 millimeters equivalent on a DX camera, perfect for wildlife, sports, or getting candid shots from afar. But it's an f4.5 to 6.3 aperture, so you'll need good light or higher ISO settings.
Here's a crucial point. The Sony lens is designed for full-frame Sony E-mount cameras, offering broader compatibility. The Nikon is specifically for Nikon DX cameras. Compatibility is key.
So the Sony gives you more flexibility if you switch between different Sony camera bodies. What about image quality?
The Nikon lens uses a pulse stepping motor, AFP, which means near-silent autofocus, which is great for video. Plus, it has an extra low dispersion element to reduce chromatic aberration. The Sony lens has a minimal change in overall length during zooming, which is nice for balance.
Okay, so which one should our listeners choose?
Alright, if you're a Sony shooter with a full-frame camera and want a versatile lightweight zoom for everyday use, the Sony 28-70mm is a fantastic value, especially as a renewed option. But if you're a Nikon user with a DX camera and need serious telephoto reach for capturing distant subjects, the Nikon 70-300mm AFP is the way to go. Both are around the same price point, so it really boils down to your camera system and shooting priorities. Now, go out there and capture some incredible images. Don't miss out on our next in-depth review to help you make smarter purchasing decisions. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always in the know.